From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell. The federal government is dropping some retaliatory tariffs on American products to match U.S. tariff exemptions for goods covered under the Canada-United States-Mexico Agreement. Prime Minister Mark Carney made the major announcement in Ottawa today, saying the decision will take effect on September 1st. Carney says Canada and the U.S. have essentially reestablished free trade on most goods, but there are some sectoral tariffs that will remain.
Canada will retain our tariffs on steel, aluminum, and autos, as we work intensively with the United States to resolve the issues there.
Carney spoke with U.S. President Donald Trump by phone this week, talking about trade challenges and a new economic and security relationship between the two countries. The lawyer for a British Columbia ostrich farm says the operators hope to have their case heard by the Supreme Court of Canada after losing an appeal to halt the cull of its flock that suffered an avian flu outbreak. Umar Sheikh says he's working with Universal Ostrich Farms on an application to the top court for a stay of the cull pending an application seeking leave to appeal.
Generally, it's a very high threshold. You have to seek leave, and the leave application in and of itself is fairly significant in terms of a piece of work. You're trying to demonstrate to the court that it's worthy of them intervening to consider the legal issues, or that there are unsettled issues within the factual context of this case.
The Federal Court of Appeal rejected the farm's bid to prevent the cull of nearly 400 animals, which was originally ordered by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency last December. The world's leading authority on food crises says the Gaza Strip's largest city is gripped by famine. The Integrated Food Security Phase classification also says it's likely to spread across the territory without a ceasefire and end to restrictions on humanitarian aid. Chicago-based Dr. Thayer Ahmad treated patients in Gaza during the war.
This is not because of a drought. It's not because of a wildfire. It's not because of any sort of natural disaster. It's because that there are people making political decisions that result in Palestinians starving to death, among all of the other catastrophes that are taking place on the ground.
Meanwhile, tensions remain high in the region as the Israeli defense ministers warn that Gaza's largest city could be destroyed unless Hamas yields to the country's terms. And the Hall of Fame jockey who rode Secretariat to the Triple Crown in 1973 has died at the age of 84. Through a longtime business partner and friend, Ron Turcotte's family says the Canada-born jockey died of natural causes at his home in Drummond, New Brunswick today. Turcotte won the Kentucky Derby, Preakness, and Belmont Stakes twice between 1965 and 73. Before his riding career ended when he fell off a horse, he suffered injuries that made him a paraplegic. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Toronto Blue Jays officially named Shane Bieber as their starting pitcher tonight in the opening of a 3-game series with the Miami Marlins. The Jays' widely anticipated move came this afternoon and reinstated Bieber from the 60-day injured list. Toronto acquired the 2020 Cy Young Award winner from Cleveland at the trade deadline. The draw for the 2026 FIFA World Cup will take place on December 5th at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. U.S. President Donald Trump made the announcement this afternoon with FIFA President Gianni Infantino in the Oval Office. The United States is co-hosting the tournament next year with Canada and Mexico. CF Montreal has a new designated player. The Major League Soccer club acquired Spanish attacking midfielder Ivan Jaime on loan from Portugal FC with an option to buy. And Japan's Aki Aoi remains the clubhouse leader in the second round of the LPGA's Canadian Open in Mississauga. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.